What's the most heartbreaking decision you've ever made to protect your child? My son Tyler was 8 when he came home from school with bruises on his arms. Not playground bruises. These were finger-shaped marks that made my stomach drop. What happened, buddy? He wouldn't look at me. Nothing, Dad. I felt, but Tyler had never lied to me before. I could see it in his face. Something was wrong. Over the next few weeks, things got worse. He'd flinch when I reached for him, started having nightmares, wouldn't eat his favorite foods. His teacher, Mrs. Davis, called and said he was acting different in class. Withdrawn, scared. I knew I had to figure this out. One Thursday, I picked him up early from school and took him for ice cream. Just the two of us. We sat in my truck outside Dairy Queen and I asked him straight up, "Tyler, is someone hurting you?" He started crying. Not the normal kid crying. This was different, deeper, like something inside him was broken. Uncle Marcus said if I told anyone, something bad would happen to you. My blood went cold. Marcus was my older brother. He'd been helping me watch Tyler after school while I worked double shifts at the plant. I trusted him completely. What did Uncle Marcus do? Tyler told me everything. How Marcus would hurt him when I wasn't home. How he threatened to hurt me if Tyler ever said anything. How this had been going on for months while I was working to pay our bills. I wanted to drive straight to Marcus's house and beat him senseless, but looking at my son's terrified face, I knew that wasn't the answer. Tyler needed me to be smart, not angry. I called the police that night after Tyler fell asleep. Detective Wilson came to our house and explained the process. They'd need to interview Tyler. There would be court dates. Marcus would probably know it was us who reported him. I have to warn you, Detective Wilson said. These cases are hard on kids. The defense will try to make Tyler look like he's lying. It could take years. That's when she told me about my options. I could press charges and put Tyler through the trauma of testifying against his uncle, or I could just cut contact and try to protect him quietly. But if you don't press charges, she said, he might do this to other kids. I stayed up all night thinking about it. How could I put my 8-year-old son through a trial? But how could I let Marcus get away with this? The next morning, I made the hardest decision of my life. I packed everything we owned into my truck, told Tyler we were moving far away where Uncle Marcus could never find us. I quit my job, left our house, and drove 12 hours to a small town in Montana where I had a cousin. We started over completely. New names, new life. I got work at a lumberyard. Tyler started 3rd grade at a new school where nobody knew our story. For 3 years, we lived like we were hiding, because we were. Tyler slowly got better, started laughing again, made friends, but every night, I wondered if I'd made the right choice. If Marcus was hurting other kids while we ran away. Then last month, I got a call from Detective Wilson. "We arrested your brother." 3 more families came forward, kids from his neighborhood. The evidence was overwhelming this time. Marcus got 15 years in prison. "Your son's story helped," she said. "Even though you didn't press charges, his medical records and my initial report were part of the case. Without that documentation, we might not have been able to build such a strong case against him." I told Tyler that night. He's 11 now, stronger, braver. "Dad, did we do the right thing by running away?" "I don't know, buddy. I just knew I had to keep you safe. I'm glad we moved here. I like our life." "Me too, son. Me too." Moving across the country broke us financially. We lost everything. But looking at Tyler now, happy and healthy, I'd make the same choice 1,000 times over. Protecting your child means making impossible decisions with no perfect answers.